And welcome, folks, to another edition of the Michigan Football Film Study focused on the defense with our man, Vance Bedford, the man that told you to get on the train. And the train is rolling as we head into Big Ten play, about to face USC in this defense. They needed a get right game after that matchup with Texas, your alma mater, Vance. They busted Michigan up a little bit. And so the Wolverines need to get back to basics against a team they can have some success against. And they got some things right against Arkansas State. And they got some things they still need to brush up on against Arkansas State, wouldn't you say?
They did. I saw a lot of good things. I saw great pursuit. I saw more execution. I go back to the Texas game. The execution defensively was not great. Just in my humble opinion. In this game, I've seen some things that are a lot better up front. The pursuit that we've seen for the past 3 years, we're gonna have a play that's gonna show great pursuit. I mean, guys running to the football like a bunch of sharks in the water when they smell blood. So, I saw a lot of positive things. Guys making some plays. We're gonna say on here, Will Johnson didn't make a particular play. The very next play, they came back to him again. He played it perfectly. He shows me a guy that can think on his feet. And those are things that we need to continue to see out of our players.
Absolutely. Well, listen, folks, want to encourage you to enjoy all of the amenities that are available to you here at our new home on Autograph, the exclusive home of the film studies. Of course, the Michigan football film study focused on the defense of Vance Bedford. Also, the offensive film study with Al Borges. You can only find them here on Autograph. And the great thing about enjoying the film studies here on Autograph is every time you watch the film studies on Autograph, you accrue points. Same thing when you watch or when you read your favorite blogs here, Michigan blogs here on Autograph. You listen to your favorite Michigan podcasts here on Autograph. Even our free content from the MichiganInsider.com. Every time you do the things that you normally do as a fan here on Autograph, you accrue points. It's a great thing about this concept Tom Brady came up with. You are rewarded for doing the things that you normally do as a fan. And as you accrue these points, you can redeem those points for rewards. Doesn't get any better than that, right? So continue to enjoy all of the great things that come along with being here on the Autograph app, the exclusive home of the Michigan football film studies, brought to you by us here at the your Michigan Insider, the Michigan Insider crew. By the way, Vance, listen, hard work being Vance Bedford. Listen, he helped y'all out for a long time out of the goodness of his heart. But it's that cat. Listen, it only goes so far. I got to take care of Tiki, got to take care of Maggie, got these buffalo steaks to do. And Tom Brady came to the rescue. He said, okay, I'll take care of y'all. I'll give y'all a home. But I said, Vance, the fans, they need something in the bye week. They want you to break down the Buckeyes, Vance. They want you to break down the Buckeyes. Connor's not around to break down the Buckeyes anymore, Vance. He's not here anymore.
He's in Seattle.
Or he want to be in Seattle, man. Right now, he's in Detroit. Right now, he's in Detroit in high school. I think Connor wants to be in Seattle. Maybe he will be one day. But he's not breaking down teams for Michigan anymore. Certainly not breaking down those Buckeyes. Now, those Buckeyes are paranoid. They should be, because I got Vance and Al on the job. See, this is what old Nick Saban and all these coaches do. They get ball coaches like Vance and Al to be breaking down the film. Well, I got them breaking down film for you, but that's not free, folks. That's not free. So I need your help. See, Vance, he has, steaks he needs to put on the grill and all that. So I need you to help fund the Buckeye Breakdown. So we got the PayPal fundraiser going on right now, the Buckeye Breakdown fundraiser. So whether it's $1, or $5, or $10, or $20, whatever you can spare to help fund the Buckeye Breakdowns, we need you to help get those dollars up. So in the Michigan bye weeks, when they roll around, we are going to be breaking down Buckeye film. The first Michigan bye week, we're going to break down the first 5 Buckeye ball games. And then the second Michigan bye week. I believe it's games 6, 7, 8, and 9 for the Buckeyes that Vance is going to break down. So if you can help fund the Buckeye breakdown, then we need you to help, get on that PayPal fundraiser page and help us break it on down. We need you to help us break down the Buckeyes. If you can make that happen, put that link in the comment section, put that link in the description. Help us break down the Buckeyes in the bye week. All right, folks? Let's make it happen. In the meantime, in between time, Vance, let's go ahead and get into breaking down the Wolverines, their matchup with Arkansas State. What'd you think, Vance? It felt like they played some cleaner football. I mean, you're supposed to against Arkansas State. I get it, but do you feel like they were more assignment sound in this game?
We did. We showed some things. We showed our physicality, especially up front. I mean, my man, Big Grant, I think he came to play. He did some things a lot better than what he has in the previous two games. So did Mason. We ran to the ball with great effort, great pursuit, things that we didn't see in the first couple of ball games. So we're headed in the right direction at the right time, with USC coming to town. So I think we're hitting our stride on defense. We keep doing those things. I think we will continue to see improvement in this game also. And if that's the case, it'll give us a chance to win and also get more takeaways. We need to get a few more of those to shorten the field for our offense. I think that's going to be very important.
All right, man. So let's go ahead and start getting into your plays for this week as we broke them on down. And this very first one is something you like to call nickel rock, Vance. This sounds familiar. Familiar.
Man, that was so big the previous 3 years. And you see, this is early in the game, 12:56 in the first quarter. And we are bringing a guy off the edge. I mean, this is a great execution. Nickel rock cover 3. They did a tremendous job up front. And like I said, you see the scheme right. This is the RPO, guys. In other words, they're running like a split inside zone. You can see the blocking right here. The receiver at the top is going to bubble. So we do a great job. I mean, I think Connor Stalions must have been in the press box on this play because this is the perfect call for this particular play. I think Connor just came back for this game and said they're finna run zone read here. And so rock is a great call, and it's a great execution, great call by Wink. I mean, I love it. I love it.
You about to start something, man. You about to start something.
I can't help myself. I'm in Colorado in the basement. Nobody can find me.
All right. So this is a great call. Okay.
Great call right here. So you can see it's a split zone read with a bubble. And here we come off the edge. We're angling back to the boundary. You bringing the Sam off the edge right now. So we're in great shape. This is a great call for this defense. So that means that both inside backers are scot-free because we angling. We got those guys protected. So here we go. You can see quarterback dive. You can see the guy to the boundary and drop into the flat. When we are angling to the boundary, away from the call. And you can see I put assignments on there for everybody. And I got the defensive end who's a 5 technique. He's going in a B gap, things we talked about in our concept video. I mean, so he's going in a B gap, so he's going to hit the dive. The guy off the edge is coming outside for the quarterback. So here we go, Sam. Let's let this run. I mean, excellent call for what they're doing. Look at the dive. I mean, you can't play it any better than that. That's a great job. And look at the excitement of the guys together. I mean, angling. Everybody's doing their job the right way. The nose getting across face, turn the ball back. He ends up making a play. Everybody's where they need to be. This is excellent execution right here. Tackle for loss on this particular play. Good call, good execution. Now it's going to be third down and long.
And that's a kid that we haven't really seen or talked about before, Ike Awana.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's
we need that depth. I mean, that's a great job. Now, the only thing I don't like what he did, he used a swim technique. He backdoored this. Now, if he doesn't make this play, he could have hurt the defense, but he's quick enough where he didn't get cut because technically he's in the wrong gap. But because of his great effort and pursuit, he makes the play. And for the 3 technique to the boundary, he did a good job in sending the ball back. So, again, the effort, the pursuit, certain guys executing the defense, therefore we make a good play right here.
Yeah. So, Big Ike, you got a shout out by by Coach Bedford. How about that?
That's a nice job right there. Nice job.
Yeah, they need some of the young fellas, some of the young defensive linemen to start showing, right?
Yes, they do. We need to get Mason and Grant off the field. They need at least 10 to 15 snaps off the field. But the guys coming in need to give us those 10 to 15 snaps. Well, we're not giving up a whole lot, which is something we haven't seen in the first couple of ball games.
Nickel Rock making a reappearance and getting a little bit of depth. That's in the first quarter.
So yeah, we need to see a lot more of that one. That one enlightening. Defend the field, baby. Defend the field.
All right, Vance. And so, all right. So it's not like there were no blemishes. There were some things that you saw early in the game, especially on that first drive, that is like, okay, this is like a carryover because you couldn't get off the field. They converted their first 3 third downs, and one of them Michigan helped with.
Yeah, on this one right here.
This one right here.
This is 3rd down and 20. And I call it, this is block protection. This is really just a fundamental thing here by the corner to the field. I mean, right now they're going to run this ball to the field, and this should be a minimal gain. We should be off the field if we just use the basic techniques that they're taught in practice. So this is the cornerback at the top, okay? The ball is going to the field right here. All he has to do is turn the ball back inside to the pursuit. We have guys running inside out. But instead, he gets reached. In other words, the guy who blocks him gets his helmet outside and the ball goes up the sideline. That's something that a defensive back, especially corner, could never allow to happen. I used to always use the term defend the sideline. Keep 21 players inside of you. And just to let you know, you're number 22, so you can't count yourself. But it should be 21 players inside of you, 10 of my teammates and 11 of the opponent. So let's start this run, Sam, and we're going to watch my corner at the top. He's going to get reached, and the ball is going to go outside of him right here. Just get outside. Get outside. If he does that, we off the field. Then a lack of discipline, we hit the guy out of bounds, which converts to a first down. But if we go back, if he just does his job, Sam, and gets off the block and gets a turn back inside, it's a 5-yard gain. We off the field. Our offense is going to have decent field position. But again, look what he does. He's head up. That's strictly a technique thing that we can improve. So because of the lack of technique on that play, we give up a first down, then we have a lack of discipline, a late hit out of bounds. So we had 2 things go wrong, but the first thing is executed. Guess what? The second thing never happens. And sometimes it happens that way. If we do the first thing right, there's no number 2.
Now, to his credit, and we will show this a little bit later on in the film study, Jair gets that right.
Yes, he does.
Jair gets that right. So he corrects it in game. He gets corrected in game. So didn't have to even wait for practice. He fixed that on the sideline. He fixed that.
He did. And the thing I want to note about that, Sam, and he really did, but we need to execute from the first play to the last play. Because if you're playing a Texas or a USC coming to town and you give up those kind of plays, those plays will get you beat. Against Arkansas State, we were a better football team, and it showed. So we cannot allow those things to happen against the USCs and Ohio States of coming up. But he did correct that, which you know what that showed me? And I should tell guys this: if you show me you could do it one time, I expect for you to do it all the time. Because if you show me that you can do it one time, that means it's been taught, it's been on video, we worked at it. So now the expectations is for it to happen all the time.
Vance, let's keep it rolling with the plays. So next on the play docket, was something that we saw our guys start to do a little more of last week. If your pass rush, if you don't get there with your pass rush, sometimes you can still affect the play if you just get your hands up. Just get your hands up. And we start to see guys do that more and more last year. And big Kenneth Grant, we saw him do that in this game.
Yes, he did. I mean, he made some plays. He showed up in this ball game. He pushed the pocket for us. He did some things that he has not been doing in the previous couple of ball games. If you can't get there, you read the quarterback. When you see his hand comes off the ball, look at the bull rush. I mean, look at him push that guy back into the quarterback seat. He's watching the quarterback. Then he gets his hands up. This is a great job by my man KG right here. I mean, we need to see that more every single ball game. He's a guy that can make a big difference for us. This is a really nice job. Really, he showed his quickness, his power, his explosiveness. He showed everything on this particular play right here. It's a nice job. I also have Mason highlighted. Okay. And, he's one of my favorite guys since he's been a freshman. You go back to when he was a freshman, I talked about him all the time. He's technically playing defensive end, and we got no contain. For some reason, he rushed back inside. But luckily, my man, Big KG, did the job. It didn't make a difference. I mean, watch him, boy. Look at this. Look at this. That is a great job. That is a great job. But Mason has to stay outside. He cannot redirect back inside that way. He cannot do that. Against USC, who have better personnel, a better quarterback, better skilled receivers, that can hurt us. But on this particular play, my hat's off to KG on this particular play. Keep doing it, big fella. I like what I'm seeing right now. You starting to step up to the plate.
Mm-hmm. There you go, KG. Big KG. I haven't done my shout out yet. Or maybe I did. The KG is a grown ass man shout out.
Hadn't heard it in a while.
Haven't heard it in a while. We got to get it going, KG. Got to get it going.
That's a great job. That's a great job.
Yeah.
Even the fans like it. Let's go.
Right. Yeah, man. All right. It's coming. You feel like those guys, for as dominant as we've seen them be, Vance, and we've seen them be outright dominant. I can think of the Maryland game last year. Of course, the national championship game. That's where they just they could not be stopped in that national championship game. You feel like that's in there. Part of it is keeping them fresh.
That's a big part of it.
That's a big part of it. If we can get to the point where we see those two things meet, them being fresh, playing with great technique, those two things meet, those kinds of game, that kind of game is in there. Hopefully it'll start to show this week versus USC. All right. Let's go ahead and get back to the film, Vance, and get back to it. And so the next play, all right, and we got it up here, Vance. And
it's a nice job here, nice stunt.
Number 15.
You got a bliss on. I mean, this is just a Mike stunt. Two-man game between the nose and him, and he comes clean. Good execution right here. And again, over Mike one dog. And all he's doing, rushing straight ahead in the A gap. When we attack him, we playing man-to-man on the back end. And when we execute things, this is a great job. When we execute things, Sam, great things happen for our defense, which means great things happen for the University of Michigan football program. And we need to see more plays of this, tackle for losses, those type of things. But it's all just about execution. That's been our issue for the first few ball games. And we showed a better job of executing our run stunts and pass stunts in this game than any other game combined. But again, we winning our battles one-on-one, and that's very important. But we get good push by the down guys. We playing man-to-man. Number 30 got the back man-to-man. The safety has a tight end man-to-man. Again, it's just one dog. We're bringing 5 guys. No whole player. Guys sitting deep, and that's it. But again, good execution, good call. I mean, look, it's clean. It's clean. Nice job. I mean, but it starts with the defensive tackle. Everybody points to the guy that got the sack. But to me, the most important guy, the tackle. The tackle, he pushed that offensive guard straight back. So this would be easy protection. That back, Sam, he has a backer. But because what the tackle did, our defensive tackle did to the guard, that made the play. I mean, he drives this guard straight back into the back. The back cannot come back and find the linebacker. So that's a great job. That is a great job. And because of what the tackle did, my man Scott Freeze unblocked. Because on paper, they have this block. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's a great job.
That's number 92 again, Van.
Yes, it is, Sam.
That's Ike Owana again.
He might come along and give us those 12 to 15 snaps that Big KG and Mason might need.
Mm-hmm.
he showed up in this game.
Yeah, that was
He comes off the ball, he punches his guy, he drives him straight back. Therefore, the back can't come across and give him a line back in the A gap because he looking inside out. There's nobody out wide coming, so that back should step right in the A gap and block the linebacker. This should be easy protection.
Mm-hmm. All right, Big Ike.
That is a nice job. Nice job.
All right, Big Ike Awana. Big Ike said, hey, y'all better start calling my name.
But he's showing up, Sam.
Here's how it works. All right, so we saw you do it against Arkansas State. Now we got to see you do it against USC.
Hey, we used to be called champions of the West, right? When we sing "Hail to the Victors," champions of the West. West coming out to the Midwest. Yeah. So we need to go ahead and spank them.
Yeah, we got to see you do it against a bigger, better team. But that's a good start. That's a good start. That's a real good start. Because we know they have a guy in a really good rotation guy, Rayshawn Benny, number 26.
Yes.
Like they can count on 26 to come off the bench, but you need another guy, another interior guy off the bench that can roll in there and give them some good quality snaps. And this is the first sign that we've seen, Vance, of another guy in there that they can count on.
Yeah.
And this is two really good plays from number 92.
Yes. I mean, excellent plays. But, what I see with him, he plays with great leverage. He comes off the ball. His first thing he does, he punches a guy in front of him, trying to knock him back. And we need to see more of that. I mean, that's a really good job. So I see a guy that can give us those plays that can take, KG off the field and give him a rest. And hopefully the drop-off is not very much. If we can get that out of him, I think long-term wise, it's going to benefit this entire football team.
Entire team. You're absolutely right, Vance. See, that's what Vance, Now, that's something that Vance picks out. That's some good stuff, Vance Bedford. It's good stuff. All right. Cowboy, Vance. You always say he's like Cowboy. Cowboy showed up a lot last year.
It's showing up a lot more this year. So right now, this is a 3rd down and 5. And I call this Cowboys in the Cowboy family. In other words, the boundary corners blitzing. And there's different ways to do it. In this particular situation, the end goes up the field this time and the corner comes inside. And this is 3rd down and 5. And so we are coming from the boundary. That means that the nose guard, the guy that's head up on the center, he needs to contain to the field. In order to do that, he has to go flat down the line of scrimmage. This is more of a pass stunt on 3rd and 5 than the basic angle stunt they do on 1st and 10. So, because we bring in a corner and a backer to the B gaps of the boundary. So you can see the 3 down guys. Okay, the end to the boundary up the field. The tackle to the boundary, he's coming through the center. The nose has to contain to the field. He cannot engage the center at all. He needs to come flat down the line and get up the field because they're going to flush the ball to him. Okay, so let's see what else we got going right here. So we're going to go to form cover 2. So you can see Will is going to hit the B gap. The back on the hash is hitting the B gap. The safety that's showing down, he becomes a cloud technique, and we're playing cover 2 behind it. Okay, that's all we're doing. Playing cover 2. Again, it's a good look, good disguise. But what happened on this particular play, we get out of this in a good situation. The nose guard, the guy on the center, he must contain to the field. And he does not get out there because they said we're dropping a backer out that's standing up. The defensive end on the line of scrimmage showing he's dropping to the hash. He's going to be a vertical hook player. The nickel back that's on the hash, he's going to go back to half field. So here we go, Sam. Let's let this run. Because the blitz is coming clean. And I got the nose highlighted. Why? He did not contain us to the field because of his technique. That's all it is. It's a technique thing. And this is shown up in every single ball game with that nose guard. And that's a tough thing to do, is getting this ball contained. Sometimes we're in one technique and we're not getting the ball contained. So here we go right now, because we're getting great pressure from the backer and from Will. But see what the nose does? Now, big fella running, but I think when he engages the center right now, Sam, he's not getting out there. See, watch him. He engages the center 1,001, then he goes. To be honest, because it's 3rd and 5, we get very fortunate is that when those guys block down, if that right tackle would have stepped up and pinned them right now, the quarterback got all day long to run this football. And so this is a way of doing it, but man, it's real chancy. And it's hurt us in the first couple of ball games where we lost contained to the field. We get very fortunate right here that we didn't. And Will does a great job coming off the edge to get after the quarterback.
So, but your point is you got away with it. You got away with it.
Yes, we did. It's just in my opinion. And other people might disagree, but I've been around people who run this style of blitz on many different ways. And in the past, what I've normally done is that I would bring the defensive end and drop off the nose. If that's the case, because I know that we're going to fuss the quarterback. I know that already. So my biggest thing was I'm going to contain this ball so I can get it sent back right now to the guys that are blitzing. There are a lot of ways to do this blitz. There are a lot of ways, and they're all right. Every last one of them are right based on your belief and your philosophy. In the NFL, Sam, 5 years ago, quarterbacks weren't runners or scramblers. They were Tom Brady and Peyton Manning, guys going to sit in the pocket. The guys in the league over the last 4 or 5 years are the guys more athletic, like J.J. McCarthy, and all those kind of guys. So now you got to be careful about those blitzes. With college football, most quarterbacks are runners. They're scramblers. So you need to be very careful about how you blitz these guys and when you blitz them, and don't give them a free rein of scrambling to the field where they can throw a pass and hurt you or come out running.
Yep. It's something that coaches do, give you that teach tape even on plays where you make a play. This is an incomplete pass, man. You got off the field. You got off the field.
And Will got great pressure. Will got great pressure. Think about it. He got great pressure. And again, if let's go back to last week versus Texas, we didn't get out there on the Cowboy. We lost contained. The first ball game, we didn't get out there, lost contained. They had a decent play. I mean, so again, some of the same things that we've talked about. This is the 3rd game in a row, and this particular style of pressure that eventually we're not careful in a crucial situation in the 4th quarter, it can come back to bite us in the butt. That's all I'm saying.
I hear you. Coach, I get it. And if it hadn't happened in other games, maybe it wouldn't be as big a deal. But you have brought this up for the first
time. Sam, you know what? That's just my philosophy on what I believe in. And Wink has a different philosophy on what he believes in. And both of us are right because that's what we believe in. We've had success in doing it each of our own ways. So I'm not saying what he's doing is wrong. I'm just saying from a philosophical standpoint and an offensive standpoint, how they see it, they have escapability in that particular situation. And the more athletic your quarterback is, the tougher that is for your defense. And I'm a secondary coach. You're putting pressure on my secondary. So I get a little stressed out about those particular situations. Like I say, it's just a difference in philosophy on what you have done in the past and what you believe in. Nothing more, nothing less. What he's doing is exactly right for what he believes in, and that's the only thing that matters.
Gotcha. All right, let's get back to it, Vance, and talk about our man Will Johnson here.
Okay, now I'm going to put this in a certain parameters. Right now, we're in a 2-minute drill. There's 38 seconds left to go in the quarter. It's 2nd down to 10. So we're saying right now they need chunk yardage. What I mean is that they're trying to get them field goal range. They need 15 yards at a time, 20 yards at a time. They have 3 timeouts. They want to use the sideline. So it's a good chance the ball is going to be thrown where? Into the sideline. So we're in cover 2. Will Johnson's in the cloud technique. So they're going to try to high-low Will Johnson. So anytime you're in zone, you tell a guy, I'm going to play from high to low or top to bottom. In other words, deep to short. Take away the 15-yard throw, make him complete the 5-yard throw. So here we go, Sam. Let's let this run right now. So we're in cover 2. And to the boundary, we got the outside receiver. They run a smash concept. So one guy's running the corner route, one guy in the flat. So the Z receiver at the top is running the corner route. Okay. The tight end is going into the flat. So we call this eye candy. Offensive guys call us eye candy for the corner. In other words, they want the corner to see the guy going to the flat to drive that, to throw the ball where? Behind him for a chunk yardage play. So we're in cover 2. And me personally, I'm listening to the game and say, well, Will Johnson is in a dilemma. I'm thinking, they must never play football because he was not in the dilemma. His job, Sam, is to play high to low, to take away the deep route and drive back on a 4-yard, 5-yard completion. So again, the people who were doing the show, they were clue analysts, not clueless, but clue analysts. It's 2 of them. It's 2 words, Sam. It's 2 words, not 1 but 2, because that's who they are. Clue analysts. Okay, you can see I got high to low. He got to play deep to short. Okay, so we're in cover 2 to the boundary. We started routes. And so I want everybody right now to watch Will Johnson on this particular play. Okay, let's let it run, Sam. So again, his eyes is on number 2. Okay, he gonna see 2 go to the flat and see him jumping. He knew right off. He just gave a 17-yard. He knew right now what I did wrong, and that's why the Will Johnson of the world, they are rare. He's a rare player because they're going to come back at him next play and he don't make that same mistake. But again, you teach these guys, Sam, in cover 2. I used to tell a guy this, Sam, in cover as a cloud technique. I am going to tie a pole to number 2. You with me? So if 2 comes outside, that pole pushes me outside and deep. That's what it should do. And just old high school philosophy I learned from a high school coach, back 1982 or somewhere around there. And so that's how I used to teach that. Tie a pole that guy. He's coming outside. That pushes me outside and deep. So now I can take away the corner route. So now we're going to go to the very next play. Still in the same series, a 2-minute drive. And these coaches are so smart, Sam. They ran the same identical play against Will Johnson. Sam, they couldn't have been very smart, Sam. Whoever that offensive coordinator was over there, he couldn't have been very smart. How you going to challenge my man Will on the same identical play? We're going to watch the boundary again right now. We're in bear Mike 2, a different form of cover 2. We put the defense up for you this time. We're going to send the Mike linebacker. We're only rushing 4, but it's the same identical route. Same identical route to the boundary. Figure they're going to attack Will to save their timeouts. I mean, come on. Somebody give me something to drink up here. Give me some with some whiskey right now. It's just smooth. I mean, here's a stunt right here, Sam. So now we only have 4 guys rushing. Okay, we have the guards covered up and the nose covered out. The 2 guys on the guards, they rip and beat the C for containment. The nose is going to the field. The back that's in there, Mike, is going to the A gap, so 4-man pressure. If you look in the secondary, you say they playing man to man to cover 3. This is a great look. This is a great look, great design by Wink. Excellent right here. All we're doing is going to cover 2 in this particular situation. So again, good disguise, good execution from top to bottom. I love this. I love this right here. So we got 2 vertical hook players. We got the safety in the middle of the field. He's coming back robber, and he's looking for anything going deep, reading the quarterback's eyes. Both corners are cloud techniques. The nickel back on the hash is going to the half field, to the field. Great design, great scheme, and again, great execution in a 2-minute situation by the defense and also by Wink making his call. High to low, Will. This is a great job by Will on this play. Look how he plays this. See it? And ready to quarterback? That's a nice job. That's a nice job. The previous play gave up 15 yards. That one, you give up the 4 or 5-yard play. You get that up. Make them have to earn it. That will not beat you. That's a great job. That's a good execution right here, guys. It's a really good execution. And it's a nice physical tackle. Watch Will. He runs through guys now. When he tackles, he just flat run through guys.
They must have not.
Hey, man. I don't know. Man, he must have got his OC license at Walmart. Call himself OC to go at Will like that a second time. Man, give me a break. Come on now.
Yeah, you got lucky the first time, man.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Oh my God. Yeah, that was not too bright. Not too bright at all. But hey, sometimes you got to learn the hard way,
That's right.
and he learned the hard way. So, um, let that be a lesson to you, OC. But you keep it moving, Vance, and it was we haven't gotten to the other Jair play because I do want you to be able to give Jair some love because we talked about earlier in
Block protection.
the block protection. But no, there's one more. Oh yeah. There's one play where you showed him showing good technique, but this is the block protection play. This is the block protection play.
Yeah.
Because you showed the one play, and I'll bring it back up. I want to bring the block protection play up.
Okay.
Earlier in the game, I'm gonna bring that back up now, so people to refresh people's memory. Real
you see, all right, he's at the very top.
Show him back to back. Show him back to back. All right.
So again, he's coming up. It's just a bubble, and he has to defeat this block from outside in. What happens? He actually gets head up. Okay, he gets head up, and he loses leverage. In other words, leverage means he let a guy outside. He should keep 21 people inside of him, and that didn't happen on this particular play. Because when he attacked the guy, he was already on his heels, which put him in trouble. So here's the next play right here. So now, about both these guys out here, this is great block protection. I said, wait a minute, that should be on offense. No. In other words, somebody's coming to block you. You got to protect yourself and disengage. So coaches in practice, they work on different ways how to defeat the blocks. We call it block protection. But both of these guys did a tremendous job on this play right here. Look at that. You see how he's playing leverage? If he had done that on the previous play you just showed, Sam, we'd have been off the field. That's a great job right there. See, that just shows me that he knows what to do. Not just have the confidence to go to do it. Both these guys. That is a great job of both of these guys. And look at the guys running to the ball, Sam. That's Michigan football right there, fellas. That's Michigan football right there. That will win us a bunch of games. That effort, the technique, and this is cowboy. Look, you see Will Johnson come off the edge. But if you do your job and you get the ball turned back to the pressure, this is what happens.
You see your boy 92 running to the ball too?
Ooh, not again.
That's
2 tons of fun rolling through that, Sam.
92 running to the ball.
I mean, look at these guys run. I mean, look at the number of guys coming to the ball. Look at that. That's a tremendous job. That right there will help us beat USC. That right there will help us beat USC.
Yeah, and then I'm just looking at, this is not consequential to the play, but look at the knockback by 92 on the line of scrimmage there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, this number 92 is showing me something. Like, ugh.
Yes, he is. He's earning the right to play. That's what he's showing right now. Coach, play me more. Or if he goes to coach, why I'm not playing, I put on the video. That's why you're not playing. So now he goes to the coach. Coach, show me why I'm not playing. Look at this play right here. Yeah, you should be playing more. So you earn the right to go on the football field. You earn the right to be on the sideline too. It works both ways. I mean, that's what guys say, why I'm not playing. Let me go show you the video. That's why you're not playing. You earn that right to stand next to me drinking Gatorade. It's all right. I used to tell guys that all the time. You earn that right. Nothing's free.
All right. So Vance, you have been talking about number 20, young player playing for the first time, but it's big boy business. Look, tape don't lie. Look, young fella, we showing the tape because you on the field. You can't hide on the field. So if you're not making a play, we got to show you not making a play. But when you do make a play, we gonna show that too.
That's right.
Right? And
that's exactly right.
And so you brought that up. You said, hey, you just showed him with the block protection play. And then you showed another play later in the game. Say, see, this is the young fella in the same game later in the game making another play that you wanted to highlight. So we're gonna bring that one up now.
So this is great technique right here. I mean, he's to the field. He's a corner to the field when the Arkansas State stuff disappeared. I mean, he's like, you can see just showed up. You see it. So we're playing man to man right now. This is what it is. This is man to man. You got a guy in the post. We got a blitz coming. But watch this technique. And we're gonna show the end zone copy, which is really good. I mean, the end zone copy. This is clinic take. If I was speaking at a clinic, I would show this particular play right here. And so this just shows me he knows how to do it. See, watch him. He stands square. Look, he read the route. Look, he stick his foot in the ground. Look at the drive. He's driving that shoulder. He drives the shoulder, so great position, great break. His footwork is excellent. You couldn't play this any better than this play right here. That is a nice job. So you know what this shows, Sam? That he has the ability to do it. The only person that doesn't believe in himself right now all the time is himself. He don't believe in himself all the time. He showed a couple plays in this game that we just recently showed that he can do it. Be more consistent, trust the system, trust yourself, and just go play. Great job. That is a great job.
It's good to see him be able to make some plays in the same game.
That's right.
Game. That was good to see.
Just watching him play, I just think it's a confidence. That's all. I think it's a confidence issue. I really do. I mean, because I see him show up, make some plays, and not make some plays. And so when I see that, a lot of times it has a lot to do with the player's confidence. The first thing they say, "Oh, coach, I got this." Your play does not say that. Because if you show me you can do it here, to be consistent, that is about confidence, that you believe in yourself, you believe in what we're doing, you believe in the calls and your teammates. And so now you make more plays. And so I think it's a confidence factor, just an observation. Just watching the games and watching these cut-ups again, that's what I see with this young man.
Yeah. Well, and here's the thing. Experience sometimes is the best teacher. And so made some mistakes, but had some success after the mistakes that'll help him. Competition is a great motivator too, because number 12 is coming on.
Yeah,
Amir Hall.
He came in and gave some really good snaps, Sam. Some really good snaps. I was impressed with his play.
Yeah, so that's another thing that's really helping. You're seeing some depth starting to emerge on this team. We talked about number 92. Yes. On the defensive line. We know about number 26, number 30 at the linebacker level, number 12 in the secondary. So you're starting to see some guys start to bubble up, and they need them to. They really need them to on this defense, for this defense to be the caliber of defense that they expected to be heading into this season. So, we'll see how it looks out.
Sam, in this game, USC has been in the past an up-tempo offense. We haven't seen a bunch of up-tempo. Texas gave us a little bit. This guy here, he's a lot more up-tempo. He wants to go fast, go on the ball. And again, that's something that you don't see in the NFL as much as unless you're in a 2-minute drill. I mean, so those are some things that we have to get ready for. You're going to see RPO in this ball game. You're going to see a lot of quick game, a lot of screens. So those are some things that hopefully that we can get out and execute, get our feet set in the ground, and let's go win another football game.
Absolutely. All right, folks, that is going to do it for this edition of the Michigan Football Film Study focused on the defense with Vance Bedford. We'll be back next week right here on the Film Study, breaking down the Michigan-USC matchup. Of course, you can always find the film studies right here on the Autograph app exclusively. Here on the Autograph app. Tell all your friends about it. Tell them they can download the Autograph app for free. You can give them the link.ag.fan/Sam Webb. Tell them it's available on Android and iOS. And it is free for them to get. And don't forget that during the Michigan bye weeks, film studies don't stop. Vance and Al breaking down the Buckeyes. Breaking down the Buckeyes. See, because can never not be too ready for Ohio State. They're feeling real good right now. They're looking at Michigan. It's like, we got them. We got them. They said, we got them. Even some Michigan fans are saying that too. We know. Hey, listen, there's a whole lot of season left between now and that game. Let's see how things evolve with Michigan.
Hey, Sam. It's like somebody said they got a cold, but yet they got COVID. So be careful on what you say you got. So be real careful when you make that comment.
Right. Exactly, man. So there's a whole lot of football left, whole lot of season left. Let's see what happens in these coming weeks. Let's see how Michigan develops. And in the meantime, in between time, I'm gonna be watching those Buckeyes to see what they have. Vance gonna have his scouting eye on, and we're gonna tell you what they do and what they don't do in the Buckeye breakdowns during the Michigan bye week. And if you want to help with those film studies, help us with the Buckeye Breakdown fundraiser. We're gonna put those links in the page in the comment section and in the description. So be sure to click those links. Help us out with the fundraiser, $1, $5, $10, $20, whatever you can spare to help us with those fundraisers. You know, like I said, help Vance, help Al, help us out, help you out. We'll get it done in the bye weeks. And we'll see you next time on the next edition of the Michigan Football Film Study focused on the defense with Vance Bedford. We'll see you next time.
Blue.